Here's Achane to start the drive. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now Richardson going to shift things up. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll change things up. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Robinson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Cooper Kupp, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a short one to Gesicki. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Mayfield looks to throw. And it is caught. He's going to have the first down and more than that. Touchdown, Packers! Amari Cooper, 69 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. And he missed missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, Richardson to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 43 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw. Going up top. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
This thrown quickly out to Cooper. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Achane. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Packers at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and the Jaguars will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Richardson going to move him around. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the shotgun, Richardson. He will find his man Chase complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jamar Chase, 37 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
So no gain on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Oh, design run for their wideout. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Here's Mayfield. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Touchdown, Packers! Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have come back to make it a 2-point game. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And that's out quickly to Chase. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Motion left, Cup. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Chase the motion man right. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Richardson working from the gun. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Richardson looking to throw this. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Run. Mayfield now. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Mayfield off the play fake. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Mayfield trying to lay one up deep. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. And And the Jags will take over here just shy of the 30.
Intercepted by the Jaguars. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
A final shot before the half. Richardson. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
14, Packers 12.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
19 tight, 19 tight, 19 Lions. Ready.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on second down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 40 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Robinson on a give right side. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
2nd down. Here's Richardson. Here's a screen for Robinson.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? In motion right is the running back.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 10-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield.
Escaping the pressure. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Richardson to throw. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson going to change the play here. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal.
From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will push the lead up to 5.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and goal.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Downs going in motion left. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. On a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage. An even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in the game.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now it's Richardson. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. A.J. Epinesa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Richardson out of the shotgun. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Packers are right back in this football game.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers! Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Packers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do in the 2-point conversion.
So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
18, 5 here. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had... Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Dragon 60.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Warriors, 17.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Now this taken in by Downs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Check. 10 for 11. Mustang 19.
Richardson looking to throw. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Oh, what a time for a lapse defensively. That turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
19-18. Hey, check that.
They'll run with Robinson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Check. Rig. Check, Panther. Reload.
Again, it'll be Robinson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Robinson. Flushed out right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal.
3. Go 3. Trap 60. 18 rattle.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. Carlson able to put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
At their own 11-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Real.
Mayfield to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Baker.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Kings!
Mayfield.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Mayfield.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Okay, break.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Ready, set.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Ready.
Now Richardson.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Jags, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games.